have with me on Aderonke live show, the great, the talented, the terrific, someone use that word for you, the terrific, the creative, the humble, I'm using that for you, the amiable, what word can I use again? The down-to-earth, KennyBlaq.
Well done, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Welcome so much. It's so huge for me to have you on the show. Thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I say a big thank you to you. Remember, I was shocked when I called you and you were the one that picked up the phone, and I was like, seriously, you picked yourself. It's rare. It's rare. It's rare. It's not like you're not busy enough, but I think maybe it's just, why do you do that? Let me start from that before we even continue. Why do you pick calls yourself?
A lot of my clients like to speak to me direct, and I know how busy I can be. So I have my management number that people call, but most times I like to always, be the one that be the voice that they hear, because that really started from when I started getting issues from people who started pretending to be me on social media and started scamming people and saying you can get
True. I saw almost 20 KennyBlaq on Facebook when I was trying to add you. It was terrible. I got confused.
At some point, I didn't even know my account. At some point, I didn't know my account was come, because there were actually some people who copy and paste everything, like my profile picture, my everything, my profile. So at some point, I was scared. At some point, I was like, is this my account or this or this or this one? So it was really crazy. So, and most of the times, I like to interact with clients. I like to, play with them and give them that first impression that come on, you're in for a good show, a good time. So most times I like to pick my calls myself. I've had issues with my management who keeps telling me, you are too busy to be picking these calls. When I'm busy, they handle the phone calls. But right now, we just pick our calls.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, KennyBlaq. Thank you. Once again, welcome to my show. We always do a very loud welcome. Again, I've welcomed you, but I'm welcoming you again. Welcome, KennyBlaq. Thank you for coming. My name is Aderonke, and I have with me the amazing comedian, musician, dancer, stepper, everything. KennyBlaq. KennyBlaq is amazing to see. A lot of feedbacks. People are excited. You see, they're already commenting. He's my favorite. There's a big uncle of mine from UK, Uncle Tile. He said he even used your to sing. I sent you that comment. He said, sorry, my guy. He has to sing and be like, Ronkie, you must tell him to. Somebody said you must tell him to sing. That you must sing on the show. That it's just wonderful that you are part of the beautiful thing that is happening to our country, Nigeria. And thank you for sharing your gift with the whole world. It's amazing to watch you, to listen to you, and your jokes are clean. That's thank you, my brother. Thank you. So tell us, what are the things we don't know? We know you're a twin, but what are the other things we don't know about KennyBlaq? We know you grew up in a Jew. You say it all.
Yes.
You don't hide it. You share it all the time. So tell us the things that we don't know about you.
Okay. I always like to start by saying that there are so many people that don't know me. So I always like to introduce myself. I'm Otolorin Kehinde Peter, popularly known as KennyBlaq. I'm a stand-up music comedian and MC extraordinaire. And what else? I'm just me, basically. And so back to the question, there's one thing people don't know about me, is that I'm a very, very shy person.
Wow.
I'm a shy person when it comes to, the Kehinde who happens to be the real person is a shy guy, but the KennyBlaq is a crazy, lousy, talkative. So I thank God for the grace of KennyBlaq, who's been able to take away the shyness from Kehinde, and which is something that I respect so much. So that is one thing people do not know about me, especially talking to a girl. Me, I'm a shy, but I don't know that girlfriend. I'm a shy person, very, very shy. And what else do they not know about me? I don't know. I guess people will find out by themselves. I'm a free person, so I embrace almost everybody, and those that come to misbehave, I learn from them. So you get to find out more and more of the things you don't know about me. For some people don't even know I have a twin sister.
Yes.
Some people don't know.
I got to know that it was when I was doing my background research on you that I got to know that you have a Taiwo.
Yeah, and people, the craziest part is some people feel that, Kenny is from Kennedy or Kenneth. You understand? So some people don't really, people find it, Kenny is Kennedy. But at the other party, somebody calls me Kennedy. Like, she calls me Kennedy. And one day she called me and she was like, wait, Kennedy, are you a twin? I said, no, I'm an hermaphrodite. Because how can you call Kennedy and expect Kennedy not to have a Taiwo? You understand? So it's crazy. I have a twin sister.
Sometimes some Taiwos have, gone to be with the
Yeah,
Lord. Some people
yeah,
don't want to move forward and just assume that
yeah.
there must be a Taiwo somewhere. And it seems your Taiwo is laid back. She's reserved.
Not really. She's just that person who likes to be low key, support low key, and all of us in our family cannot have sense. So I'm the only one in our family that don't have sense. So she's the serious part, studying medicine. Um, you know, she's serving right now, and not as a
Okay.
caterer, but at NYSC. She's doing her
Oh,
NYSC right now. So when she's done, we get to see more of her. We have to make sure that she's focused on that part.
she
We
has sense.
we that
She
we
has
that would not have
sense.
sense. She would have now have sense. We'll keep doing
We
our
give
thing.
a massive shout out to Taiwo. Taiwo, wherever you are, God
Yeah,
bless you. Massive,
yeah.
massive shout out to you, Taiwo. Massive shout out to you, wherever you are. Okay, I wanted to ask you. Okay, you said it casually, but I'm bringing it back. You said the
Okay.
thing that you don't have a girlfriend. What's up?
It's not. Why would I have a girlfriend is a serious issue.
Okay.
I'm still trying to balance my head. Like, having a girlfriend is not a big deal. Like, I'm KennyBlaq, now. So,
Okay.
but I don't always like to use the fact that I'm KennyBlaq to get everything that I want. I
Mm.
always like to use the Kenny that I am. So I'm presently looking for. I have a scheme of work. I have a scheme of work. I have a roadmap of how I want to meet the person I want to meet. How I want to meet babe. Because me and babe, I'm looking for boo, so we can be boo babe. So the thing can just
Can you
can
be
just
big?
come together. So she's his boo. So
How
together
can
we can be a
you
boo
be
babe.
big? And he's the boo and she's the
Yeah,
boo. I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
it's
It's
the
just
other way around.
my sister. There's no way around now. Either one, whether I'm boo and babe together, we're share boo babe. So something can join. So I'm trying to get my head straight, and I have what I want, but what I want in a lady is too much. So I'm trying to break it down.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to get that can
can you
sing.
share it with us? Share the breakdown with us. I can see
God,
some people on queue. People are on
in
queue
case you are
already.
watching, a
Yeah.
God-fearing lady,
Oh
a lady
yeah.
that can
I'm
sing,
ready
that
for
can play
you.
an instrument, a lady that can sing, that can play an instrument, apart from the fact that you are beautiful, an entrepreneur, somebody who can support, it's too much. It's too
Wait,
much.
wait. You can sing music,
Uh,
instrument, support,
uh,
entrepreneur. You
uh,
people join. Only you
uh.
want all this the
Well,
one
if the
woman.
person, even if the person cannot sing, I will teach her. You understand?
Okay,
So,
that's a good one. Now you're talking. Now
teacher,
you're breaking it
I
down.
can teach her. I can try and teach her, but somebody who understands, because understanding is
Okay.
more important in our industry. So
Yeah.
people will tell you they understand, and once you start the relationship, they make you feel like you don't have my time. You're not always being there for me. You are not here. You're not that, and they forget the fact
So
that
that
I have
means
been
that
busy.
means you don't really want a gun body baby.
Somebody, somebody that understands that you need to be in the studio. Somebody that has a very good sense of humor that you can test joke
Mm.
for. And the person will laugh and tell you, why don't you do it this way? But in fact,
Mm.
saying it alone might not be important. But finding the right person, when you see the right person, you will know.
You will know. True. I
Mm,
totally agree. Your spirit will connect. And I like the
mm,
fact you don't I like the word that you said that Kenny Blaq gives you a lot of benefits and you don't want to
yeah,
use that platform to get the
yeah.
woman. I don't want to say the woman of your dream, the woman of your life, not the woman,
Exactly.
the woman of your life.
To me, I feel like relationship is a rehearsal to marriage. Like,
Mm.
if you don't get it right in the relationship, you might find it hard to get it right when you get married. Because I feel like the things you cannot do for your girlfriend, you find it hard to do for your wife because you're not used to it. You understand? So,
Yes, I
and
do.
one of the biggest mistake any entertainer can make in his or her life is to settle down with the wrong person. Once you settle down with the wrong person, your career goes down because the wrong person wants you to be there 24/7 and doesn't give you the right time to create. The wrong person brings down your career even when you have the talent. So imagine marrying somebody who wants you to be at home with her 24/7 when you have to be at shows. So that's why I respect the likes of Ali Baba, AY. Their wife compliments them. Their wife supports them at the show. So settling down is important, but settling down
Is
with the right person and an entertainer.
is very key, very key. Thank you, KennyBlaq. Thank you. That we are opening the show on that very go back goes.
That's both.
It's all good, and I love it. I love it because it's a very critical part for whoever you are now and whoever you want
Yeah,
to be tomorrow. He or she
yeah,
makes you better or makes you worse. Marriage, like
yeah.
you said, is not is like courtship is like a rehearsal. The real deal
Yeah.
in marriage. Thank you, KennyBlaq. So tell us, I know you're from a family of 7.
Yeah, so family of 7.
How did you guys cope? Your
Just
parents with you?
my dad. Oh.
Because even though he's your dad, please share with us.
My dad. I don't know what happened, Cha, but I don't know what my dad was addicted to, but it was addicted to my mom so much that it was hard for him to let go. Kitchen, toilet, I didn't even know where they did my own, but it was crazy. We've got 7 kids. But the amazing thing about that 7 kids is that we have a firstborn, we have the
Hmm.
second born,
Okay.
that's a guy and a guy. Then we have my other sister. After that 3, I don't know what happened. All these things happened in motion. I don't know what happened. They did it again, and this time around, God decided to surprise them with twins, 2 boys,
Wow.
and they did not stop there. I don't know what happened though.
Okay, there were 3 kids already. Then
Three
they
kids
had
already, then 2 boys,
wow, set of twins.
set of twins. I don't know whether my daddy said, well, yeah, Beji, Shorale, Mumbonle. I don't know the Shorale that they did. As the Shorale by, they did it again. The twins, me and my twin sister.
Wow.
So
So
two
a
set of
family
twins.
of twins.
Yes, so 2 set
Amazing.
of twins. So that's how
Amazing.
we became 7. And I'm from a family of music. Everybody in my family sings. My other
Wow.
brother, the first set of twins belong to an a cappella group, Taiwan Candy. So the Taiwan right now is my content advisor in
Oh.
my management. The Kenny is a banker, but has got the huge respect for music.
Are they
And
all
so
single? Are they all single?
no, I'm the only one single left. I don't know about Taiwo. I think Taiwo is in a relationship.
How would you
Yeah.
know?
I don't like to. I'm not always around me, but I think she is. Yeah, girls now. They so, but for me, but if there's one crazy thing about our family of 7 is that the twins part is crazy
Hmm.
because we have 2 sets of twins. We have 2 Kehinde and 2 Taiwo.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
when they call Kehinde, the 2 Kenny will come. When they call Taiwo, the 2 Taiwo will come. So my parents differentiated it. Now this is what you guys don't know about me. Outside,
Hmm.
I'm KennyBlaq, but in my house, they call me Papa
Papa.
because
Oh,
I look
Papa.
like my grandpa. Yeah, Papa. So,
Oh.
now they now call my twin sister Mama. It was
Mama.
nice. It was okay until we started growing up, and kids find it hard to respect us. Imagine calling me Brother Papa, Auntie Mama. So I'm happy that people don't know me as KennyBlaq. So when I grow
Wait,
old and die,
I hope this is true. I hope this is true. It's not a joke.
this is not a joke. Oh. I hope that I don't that people don't know me as KennyBlaq, so that I don't grow to my 100 years now and then I say Papa died. It will not make any sense. So, so it's crazy. So people calling me Kenny. If you call me Papa, I will block you.
This is so hilarious. So how do you guys cope with your friends and all that? What do they call you?
Papa and Mama. It's crazy because we kind of don't look alike. At some point, she was becoming the tomboy, and I was so
Okay.
feminine. I was like behaving like a girl. So I said, no, I'm a man. I started growing myself, and I was so light, so flexible. It got to a point when
Hmm.
Shakira came out, I almost wanted to compete with her.
Are
That
you
was
serious?
that was how crazy it was.
Yeah, I
But
remember
people,
one person that follows you so well, Adiola said you that I said I have not really seen you dance too much, but she was like
uh
you dance as in that you're a strong stepper, that you dance very well,
I
very well.
dance. So,
So
and
fantastic.
so, but for us, people love us, and people because we grew up together. We spend almost everything. We do almost everything together.
That's
So the relationship is always amazing. Our friends are my friends. My friends are our friends, and up till now, I still send her jokes. Like, listen, because she's a serious person. So if I send her jokes and she laughs, it's
so
funny to every
then
other
you know,
person.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That means she's your cross check. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
exactly. Yes, yes.
That's good. So how is mom and dad now? Are they in Lagos?
Okay, dad is fine. Mom is resting. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that is good.
they
Yeah,
are so
that is
rest
fine.
well.
Yes, we're all in Ejigbo. We are doing well. We are doing well.
Are you still in Ejigbo?
I sure I'm an Ejigbo boy for life. Oh.
I thought you have moved to Ajaleki. I thought that's where the big deals are.
I cannot be paying gate fee to enter my house. I don't all those toll gates. I cannot be paying gate fee to enter my house. No. I've thought of moving to the island because moving to the island is nice. You get to move closer to your clients, but I feel like there's something I have not done in Ejigbo that I think I should do, and I'm still trying to figure it out before I leave. Even if it's a thank you concert, so I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. And Ejigbo is my family house. Ejigbo is a place that if there's a riot anywhere, and I'm in Ejigbo, I know I'm safe because my people will come out for me and protect me. So Ejigbo is my hideout, and though I'm not. I don't really stay in Ejigbo right now. I stay like like two streets from Ejigbo. You
So,
understand? Because when you are a king is not recognized in his own town. So when you're in a place for too long, there's room for sea finish. So you have
yeah.
to go and
Familiarity,
come.
they
So
say, brings contempt. Yeah.
exactly. But we're still in Ejigbo. We're planning to do one or two things for our hood and representing Ejigbo because
That
representing
I need to
yeah
clap for you to have that thought alone. I think you deserve a round of applause, Bosa, to you. That's amazing.
mm,
It's a whole lot to think of doing back, not because
yes sir.
they've done anything fantastic for you, but because
Yeah,
you feel that it is just what you need to do. You know,
yeah,
like the late a big friend of mine, the late Charles B will say, you just love because you just want to do it,
mm,
not because there's a reason to do it. And that's awesome.
yeah.
Well done, Kenny. That's fantastic.
Thank you,
That's
boss.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
boss.
for thinking about it. Please make sure you do it. And thank
Yeah,
you for all the team that will work with you on it. Fantastic.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
So let's
Thanks.
let's talk about this. Your journey into the limelight, into comedy. How did you know that this is what you want to do? I want to stand there and make people laugh. I know a little bit. I'll still share that experience with everyone. But how
Okay.
did you discover that I want to be a comedian? You could be anything because you seem like you are
Yeah,
versatile. You could be a dance instructor,
yeah,
you could be in the choir, you could be anything, but you
yeah,
just choose to stand there, make people happy, make people laugh, and many people. There's a friend of mine. He just posted Shola Kimbo. He said he was lonely at the period of his life for 2 years. I will try
mhm.
and get quotes. Yes, that your comedy, your shows were the thing that
Wow.
kept it going on for 2 years. That's amazing. So Kenny, tell
Wow.
us, when did you discover this is it for you?
Okay. For me, comedy was never part of it. Music was it for me. Music is my talent. Comedy is my lifestyle. That is what people don't know. Music is my talent. Comedy is my gift.
Mm,
Um, when I wanted to do when I started singing, and when I was in secondary school, I was this crazy person who used to just play around. Then
mm,
in secondary school, I was the social prefect. I was that guy who will always, bring people together and do dance drama and
mm,
do music and play drums. And so when I was 12 years old, I started singing with a band called Lagbaja Jesu, all this Yoruba gospel juju band. And
mm,
after then, I moved with the likes of Eleyele, Ajogba Jesu, all those Yoruba juju bands. And I sang with them for like almost 10 years. And after that, we're just playing around. And because in my house, I am used to making turning songs around. I'm used to if you are saying something, I'll just turn it to a song. And the amazing part is when you are, if I like a song, I sing it to the point where I start singing it the way I like. I remember when good women came out with hallelujah me go mo dúpẹ́ hallelujah. I sang that one to the point I started singing it like hallelujah nítorí iná ni mú mi jẹ̀bà lọ́jọ́ yẹn ọ̀tá aláfú tí ń fẹ̀bà mi wọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kiri wọ́n relé onípanlá wọ́n relé àlámọ̀lá ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀pẹ́ kò dọ́kún wọ́n pè té pèrò wípé kẹjà dídí ó gbé wọn lọ ẹni àbáfẹ̀yìntì gbogbo rẹ̀ ẹ̀gún ló jẹ́ lókẹ́ta ní kó gbójẹ dání tú jẹran sẹ́nu fún kì í jà kó gbóná lábẹ́ aṣọ gbígbó ajá kì í pajá kíkan agbo kì í kàgbo ẹjẹ ẹgì yan àbámi ìtàkùn tó ní kóhun má gòkè àlọ ó ti gbó ọba tó gbé pọnmọ níjà ṣòun lédè panlaborí. I was singing all those nonsense. I was singing all those nonsense and people would just laugh. So one day in 2008, somebody came to me and like, they need somebody to do hype man for a rally called Miss Ejibo in 2008. And I can do it now. So I went, I wore the polo, and I was, I was in the truck and I was just hyping. I didn't even know what I was doing was hyping. I like, Miss Ejibo 2008. If you know, say you fine. And I would say it in Awusa, Kai, Miss Ejibo 2008. If I don't say I fine, make Alafona come. And I would say it in Igbo, nah, this is Miss Ejibo 2008. If you know you're fine, make it come on. And people find that funny. They were laughing. So we're going from street to street. Now, this was the big break for me when the generator that was powering the sound was on, but the car were finished. So the truck was in one place, and that felt like an opportunity for me. So I picked up the mic and I was just saying anything. And people started gathering. And that was how I was performing, and people were laughing. Like, this guy good, that's good. So even when they bought fuel for the truck, they didn't want me to go. And so after that, the guy called me and said, "Would you like to do comedy?" I said, "Yes, I love to do comedy." And that's okay. They gave me a platform August 9, 2008. I will never forget. I went on stage for the first time and I did comedy, and it was it. And I didn't do music comedy. All I did was comedy. I didn't do music comedy. So I was just doing stand-up. It was good. It was not really bad. And I started doing big kiddies events as MC. There are pictures some people must have seen of me wearing clown costume, painting my face like Baba Salah back in 2008, 2009. I was doing all those things. And later, then this was how the break started coming for me. You will call me as a clown to do MC for kiddies event. Now, what I bring to the table is that after entertaining the kids, I face the parents and I crack jokes for them, which is what the other clowns will not do. You understand? Because all they do is just, is it the winner? Uncle, take your biscuit and stuff like that. At one point, I started wearing Mickey Mouse. I started wearing Teletubbies. I was almost doing for that Christmas, but I was too black for Santa Claus, so they didn't let me. So, we started doing that. Then, as I was doing it, I started sharing my card. I started giving people my number to call me for event, and they started calling me for praise nights. I started going for praise night. That point where they say, if you have special number, Miss Sister Blessing at the back. I wrote down my name and perform. I started going to churches in Egypt. Started giving me platform. Shout out to Redeemed churches in Egypt who gave me platforms and stuff like that. So I started going from churches to churches. Then I started performing outside Lagos. I went to Ibadan. I did a show. Now there was one show called Bengadinka Love Matters.
Yes.
So I got an opportunity to be interviewed on STV. Shout out to my sister, one of my big sister who invited me. So I didn't know Bengadinka was even watching. So I just did my thing on STV, and there was a guy called Iteyi who said, let's go to Ibadan. There's a show happening there. So we're like, so they already counted people that would be in the bus. I was not invited. They already counted people that should be in the bus. I was not invited. So at some point they wanted to drop me because the guy said Bengadinka did not approve this person to come. I don't know this person. I can't take this person to Ibadan. The guy had to beg that no, let's go. So we got to Ibadan. I started looking for how to perform, begging for how to perform. People started begging on my behalf because I was used to coming to Ibadan to crack jokes at a place called GQ Lounge, and we were backstage, hoping that at least I opened the show as people are buying tickets, and as people are waiting for the main show to start, I can do something.
Yeah.
So, but they started calling people. They didn't call me. I was almost at the point of giving up. Then there are some guys that were supposed to perform, but they were not in Ibadan. They were in Lagos for another show, hoping that they will make it to Ibadan on time. And me that I was fighting to perform at pre-show, Bengadinka was on stage, and when he was done, and anytime when Bengadinka is on stage, after him is the main show. That means the celebrity to start performing. So after Bengadinka finished performing, it was like, where are these guys that are supposed to perform now? They said they are still in Lagos. How can they still be in Lagos? Who is ready? And they just pointed at me like, okay, can you go? I said yes now. And now instead of performing at the pre-show, I ended up performing at the main show. I ended up opening the main show, and I just went for it. And I killed that show. People were laughing and they were choking.
I know you passed, but like I'm so happy.
So I queued the show, and when I was done, somebody said to me, "There's somebody in the audience that needs your number." I said, "Let me go and give the person myself because I don't have my card."
I like
And
that.
lo and
That's
behold,
good.
it
That's
it
okay.
was it was Alibaba. I was
Oh
like,
no!
Alibaba. He hugged me. Was like, "This is my first time seeing you." He gave me one. His complimentary card. That card is like iron. If they throw that card on your face, it will tear your face. He gave me his
That
card.
man, wherever he is, may God bless him. But
He
he
gave me
has
his card.
opened doors for a lot of
Yeah,
comedians.
so he gave me his card, and I called him for months. He did not pick my call, but I was preparing for the day Alibaba will come in for an event. So I started going to Muson to perform, begging for platforms and stuff like that. So one day they did January 1st concert at a
Concept,
hotel,
yeah.
and people were begging me to go. I said, I was not invited. Like I just said, somebody even came to my house with his car, like, let me drive you to that place. I will pay the bouncer so you can enter. If Alibaba sees you, there's no way you will not perform. And I said, everything is timing. If it
Yeah.
is my time to perform at the January 1st concert, it will be my time. I don't want to force it. And I just don't want to force it. So we didn't go for that show. Same thing they said, go for AY's open mic, pick a form. I said, I don't like competition. I don't like winning because I need to be better than somebody. I just want to perform. I didn't like competition. Competition was not even it for me. So the following year, that same year, January 1st, I started going to Muson, and I will study Baba shows. And I will kneel down and I will say, "Sir, I don't care how you want to do it. I will perform at your show." And he said, "Okay." I will remind him again at shows. So we went to some other shows, some shows we went for a show in Abuja, and he was there again. He saw me, say, "You perform." I kept on reminding him. And that was how I was invited to Alibaba's January 1st concert as a celebrity guest for the first time. It was Alibaba himself that introduced me. You understand? So if I had gone at that time, I would have
Yeah.
been introduced as an upcoming.
At,
But I came,
at their mercy. You would have even been at their
yeah,
mercy. Yeah.
and so understand. So I came on stage and I performed, and people that are begging me to go and collect AY form, that they will link me to AY. Some people even lied. Imagine somebody coming to me and start saying, "Oh, can a bit collect my number. I know AY. Anytime you see AY, tell AY Shegun." Do you know how many AY? Do you know how many Shegun AY we know? They're telling me that just tell AY, sọ pé ẹ pé orí Shegun. Shegun, sọ pé Adolo school now, sọ pé Shegun. I say Shegun who? Just tell him Shegun. How I want to go meet AY, they tell him Shegun. I'm only Shegun. So all the people were telling me they will link me to AY, they will give me that. And after performing, I came backstage and AY saw me. And AY was like, "See, guy, forget it. You are on all my shows.
Oh
You are on,
wow,
you are on
wow,
all my shows. You are on every show."
wow.
And that
You
was how I
only
met AY. And that was how I
oh,
met Daria Talade, and I performed that Love Like a
oh
Movie featuring Ciara. And where I'm going to is I was not just waiting for the future to come, I was prepared for it. So
yes.
I was ready for that AY for any platform. All I needed was to have the materials ready.
Connect.
So even when I'm not performing, I have the jokes ready and I'm rehearsing it, I'm getting them better. I was not waiting for somebody to blow me. I was getting my materials ready that each time I perform, this performance will refer me to someone. This
Mm.
performance will refer me to someone. So, because nowadays I
Preparation,
think, yeah.
preparation, preparation.
So nowadays when I see people send me DM, bros, I want you to blow me. I want you to take me as your boy. No, it is your content that will take you far, and it is how you are ready for it. So even if you
Your
want to perform at
content.
AY Live, if you want to perform at AY Live next year, be preparing for AY Live now. If they tell you that you're performing at the Grammys in 2051, be preparing for it
Now.
now, because you never can tell if the opportunity will come sooner than expected. So for me, I would say that I see myself doing this thing big, being here, but I didn't see it coming this early. Thank God
Really.
for preparation
Mm.
for this period. And if you look
Mm.
behind me, you see some amazing
Award.
awards. And it's just
Yeah.
it's just 10 years in the industry. So it's not about
Well
just
done.
waiting.
Well done.
Just be preparing, be writing jokes, be writing music, be drawing. One day, there are sometimes I trek to shows. I have trekked from Ajibero. As in, the people used to call me Star Trek. I trekked.
Can I, we know one of those ones. I purposely didn't want to show the comments. Luckily, I was about to say it, but this
Okay.
is one of my colleague. Yes, my old colleague. His name is Daniel. Lucky Daniel. Did you see what he
Yeah.
wrote?
Yeah,
Can you do?
I remember Alejin. That day, The traffic was mad. I was on Okada. I was running. And when I got to the venue, my shoes were white. They had to take me to the restroom to clean me up.
Yes,
I spent my last card because I was doing an event for security
can I
people.
tell you a shocking thing about that event?
Yeah,
They invited you and another person. Let me don't say the name.
yeah,
Another big name. Let me don't say
yeah,
it. So people, the expectation was more on that person. We didn't know you
yeah,
much, except for 2 or 3 people that knew you. There was one person that was
yeah,
really speaking for you and said, "This guy is good. This guy is awesome. You guys need to just listen to him." He was really pushing. I wasn't part of the committee, but I was close to some of them, so I was getting the
yeah,
feedback. So we're just talking about you, and we're like, what is it about this KennyBlaq and all that? So we're really looking forward to the big name. So when the big name came and it wasn't what we expected, everybody were like, wow, no, this can't be. It wasn't. So when they said, okay, let's call the second artist to come on stage, KennyBlaq, people were thinking that the same experience we had with the big name was what will happen. So we're just carefree. So the next thing we just heard, when you started singing one song about P-Square, when they were toasting
yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
like 7 years ago, and I can still remember, 5 years ago, and I can still remember. You were
I think it's almost 7 years old.
yes, now, yes. And we're putting
Chai.
it together. And then people said, the next thing we knew, our MD stood up. He said, hey, clap. He said, who is this guy? Who is this guy? It was
Yes, you know that event.
throughout
Uh,
the throughout the month that you did that performance, your
yeah.
jokes were everywhere in the office. We kept talking about
Wow.
you. If you want to say any discussion, we will say, remember this joke that KennyBlaq said? Remember
Uh,
this joke that it was fantastic. You did an amazing job. You didn't care if, and that's why I like the fact that you said preparation meets opportunity. That
yeah.
opportunity looked as if this may not be it, but you did. You took it
Yeah.
all the way. It was fantastic. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
That
Since
day,
that time, I have argued in
as
my
in,
books that
chai.
one day, is it
Wow.
that I call you for a
Wow.
job, or I get to interview you, or I get to
Wow.
meet you one on one. And see,
Wow.
after how many years, and like you said,
Alogene.
struggle. No, to
Yes,
meet
so
you. You made it very easy for me. Thank you, KennyBlaq. Thank you. Thank you. I believe
thank
all the
you,
things
man.
you said because you actually proved it to me too. That preparation, opportunity, don't force it. You just prepare. Opportunity will come
Yeah.
for you. You need to connect.
Yes, yes.
You've had your own story and you are sharing it. And I know that, like you said, there were rejections. Can you imagine? Ali Baba himself called you, and you still have to keep calling him for a month. Keep calling and
Yes,
keep
so
calling, to remind him. Fantastic. Tell us
at
one
some
of the.
point I was Jehovah Witness. I was sending him text. Have you eaten? Chetijan, are you okay? How was the dinner?
But it all paid off at the end of the
Yes,
day.
so yes, so
That's
yes,
one
so
of the biggest platform in Nigeria. January 1st and AY show to be able to
yeah,
showcase your skill, and your own show is getting the accolades as well.
yes, so
Odumoron is
yes, so
fantastic. I've seen
yes,
I have
so
to go and watch everything on YouTube before calling you
wow.
on. I've seen almost it's beautiful. Share with
Thank
us
you.
what's for you. You said you didn't expect it to be this soon.
Yeah,
You prepared, but now it's
yeah.
now. So does timing work with purpose, with fulfilling purpose? The timing work with it? You have said it, yes, that timing, but how long can timing, how long people be that patient enough to connect to that time for their own time? How long do you think you can be patient enough?
Yeah, you just have to be patient because timing is very, very important. If it's not your time and you are trying to force it, it's just like creativity. You have
Mm,
to be inspired to be able to deliver.
mm,
When see there's something about creatives, and it's somebody said it in a song. He said, "We are not our gifts; we have them." You understand? And we will follow our step, not their expectation. You
mm,
understand? So it is timing. Timing is very, very important. You need to know that if things are not working well for you now, it is because it is preparing you to tell a story when it finally happens.
mm.
For me back then, even with the rejections, I kept going back. But I was not just going back. The joke I was supposed to stay at the place that they rejected me, I will go home and practice it more. So imagine wanting to perform at the experience all my life, waiting for that platform. And I was telling myself, the day they will come here at the experience, hey, I
Wherever
have
there's
this one joke that will kill them. I have this one joke that will kill. But you know, I didn't get that attention. But I kept rehearsing. So the day they called me for the experience, you know, the day I wanted to perform at the experience, I had only one or two jokes. But the day I performed at the experience, after like 2, 3 years, I had more than enough jokes. I was now going, which one will I pick? You understand? So
Yeah.
timing makes you prepare. Like if you just have one thing at that time, and you think that one thing is it, it's a lie. Timing will make you feel like, okay, just keep working, so that
Okay.
when they call you, you will have more than enough to deliver. But you know, we're in a part where no matter how hard you've been working from way back, the day you will blow is when they will say this fast rising artist, he came out of nowhere. Nobody comes out of anywhere. People have been working. People
Yeah.
have been working. Before Davido became Davido, he's been working hard. Before Whiskey became Whiskey, he's been working hard. But when it is your time, it is your time. When it is not your time, it will tell.
Yes.
So it is. Imagine me the day I met Alibaba, hoping that is it. That year I will be everywhere. Imagine me, because I've met Alibaba, all I have to do is to not worry about anything again. Alibaba will sort it out. But it took me like 2 years or 3 years to finally get to have a relationship with Alibaba. Imagine if I had given up in the following month, I wouldn't have gotten this far. You understand? So timing works. Timing is like when it is your time. One of
Timing
the things
work.
about one of the things about time is that you will struggle. It is okay to struggle and never be afraid to make mistakes. Because I remember back in secondary school when they give us a test and it's time for correction, we are always happy because we want to see if we got it right or not.
Wrong.
Now, the ones that we fail, we make sure that the next test we get it better. So when we finally pass the test that we failed before, we are more happy that, oh yes, finally, I'm getting better. You need to fail at something to get better at that thing. So that was what happened for me. I was okay with time. I was getting ready for when my time comes. So because if the times that I was not KennyBlaq did not happen, I would not have these stories to share. I will not be able to speak at TEDx. I will not be able to speak at some other platforms. I will not be able to inspire anybody.
Yeah.
So timing works. Timing is that thing that makes you prepare for the right time. So that's
Timing is that thing that makes you prepare for the right time. I like that. Thank you so much, Kenny. You like some people say he's so young, but it seems as if he's been there. You even speak like someone that is way older than your age.
Yeah.
You have a
Thank you,
wealth of
man.
wisdom. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me share feedback from people here. This is
Okay.
Yetunde saying that you were at a
Okay.
mom's 50th birthday at Adeniyi
Wow.
Jones. Right, Adeniyi Jones. Like they said, she knew that day that you were going to go far, and thank
Wow,
God
that should
it
be
did.
many years ago. Please remind me of the
Many,
year.
many years.
How many years? Wow. I think I
There's
need to do
many years.
Facebook Live
And this
more.
the big auntie of ours. She was on my show last week. Auntie Lara
Wow.
Wise. Auntie Lara Wise. She said she likes you a lot. You need to connect to her. She does compare for events too, and she works. She's the
Ah,
program.
see,
She's a
ma,
news
I
producer
can come
at
morning
AI.
devotion. No,
She's with AIT. She's with AIT.
no
So
problem.
you
I'll
might need
link
to
up.
DM her. Auntie Lara Wise. She's just like you. She's humorous. She's fantastic, and she's very humble.
Wow.
She was on the show last week. We had an
Wow.
awesome time together. And Toby is asking. This is Toby Siomania Alashoke. He's asking. He makes Ashoke correct, Bobo,
Okay.
correct guy.
Wow.
Yeah. He's asking that when is the next oxymoron? That can we have something online? We've missed you. Can you see people have missed you? So they said they want to have something online. Where can they
Okay.
find online?
For oxymoron, the plan was not to have oxymoron this year because it takes a lot to
Put it
do
together.
oxymoron. And thank God we did our first show, second show. We won the best comedy show in
Yeah.
Nigeria 2 times, and we were like, okay. The third one we didn't win. The third one we did not win, but we know that we did well. So what we wanted to do was to go back to our drawing board and see what we can
See,
do
I like that. I
to
like that.
make it better. So oxymoron is like that was how people didn't know why I named oxymoron third term this last one, because all I wanted to do was, after first term, second term, third term, there's always a long break.
Yes,
And after
yeah.
that long break, you come back to resume a new class, which is what
Mm.
oxymoron is going to be. And we plan to have oxymoron next year. We pray that the pandemic will be over by then.
Amen.
To
Amen.
do,
Amen.
you're going to see another version of the oxymoron, another version of KennyBlaq. But for something online, we've tried. I'm not really used to performing without an audience. because I like to see people's
The
reaction, because comedy is
energy,
like,
the
yeah,
feedback.
comedy is like the fastest exam you can write, because if they are laughing, you've passed.
Your result,
If they are not
your result
laughing,
is out.
your
Yes.
result will just so. But for something online, I'm working on something called a freestyle something. I've been testing it online and people have been liking it, so I'm trying to do like a season one of it, so like
Okay.
12 episodes, and people will get to see the storytelling. And I can't wait for this lockdown to end, so I plan to shoot, like, I plan to do some comedy specials, to
Okay.
explain my quarantine experience, to explain life before quarantine,
The
life
Ghana.
during quarantine, and life after quarantine. For example, there is a woman in my Ajibero. She used to sell ofada rice.
Okay.
So every time she comes to Ajibero, what she says is, "Ẹyọkan ló kù," even if it's full. And you see people shouting, "Kò gbọdọ̀ tán o." We shouting, "Ẹyọkan ló kù, kò gbọdọ̀ tán o." So people will rush. So maybe, I don't know, maybe people did not advise her that there is lockdown and people are broke. If you have four, say it's four that is remaining. She had one full of other plate and she shouted, "Ẹyọkan ló kù." People shouted, "Ẹ̀ta." And they're like, "Ẹyọkan ló kù, àjẹwọ́ o." She said that she was surprised. I said, "Ẹyọkan ló kù, àná sí ilé." She said, ẹ ṣàánú mi, ó pọ̀ lẹ́ o. It's plenty, ó pọ̀ o. Mo ò tí tẹ̀lé tán lọ, ó pọ̀ bí o. 62 naira, ẹ ṣàánú mi o. Kò tẹ̀, kọ́tà máa sọ nìyẹn. So it's a crazy thing happening during this pandemic, and even
So
if
you have to say the way it is.
and just say the way it is, like this pandemic, I've been able to discover how people borrow money from you.
Mm.
How people call you for money. When somebody calls you and say, "Hello, Kenny, how far?" You know that they don't want money. But when the tone is, "Hello, Kenny, are you somewhere you can talk?" Just end the call. You can never be somewhere you can talk. That they want to borrow money from you. The second one is, "Hello, Kenny, are you somewhere you can talk?" The second one is, "You know what? I've called everybody, but I know that if I call you, you'll be able to help me." Before that help come, cut it because you don't have money. The last one is, "Hello, Kenny, normally I don't do this." You see that normally I don't do this. The money they have of 50K. They want to borrow money from me. So when they call me, I will tell them that I'll say, "Hello, you know what, let me call you back." When I call back, I tell them the three at once. "Hello, are you somewhere you can talk?" Because I've called people and they're not picking, and normally I don't do this. So what can I do for you? I say, "Don't worry, I'll send you text. I will block you." So it is a crazy pandemic period. So there's a lot to share. Just cool down. Don't worry. You will see. You will see some online things that will happen. And don't worry. And I have a surprise for everybody during this lockdown. You're going to see more of me doing something I do, something
Okay,
different from what I do
thank you
normally.
so much. It's been long I've been to a comedy show, and I'm so happy you're doing this. Oh God, it's been long. I love this ad. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much, Kenny. Let
You're
me just
welcome.
based on the feedbacks that we're getting, people said they don't even know you talk this well. Fantastic. And this is,
Mm.
please, you are going to sing. So note that it is
Don't worry.
composed.
We are going
I've
to we are going
promised
to
them
sing for
they're
them.
here. And I want to say this. You are the first male guest I'm having on the show that is single.
Wow.
You're the first. Yeah, most
Wow.
of all the male I've had, they are all married. So you're the first male singer. I've had a female that she's a chief pilot. She's a chief
Okay.
pilot. She's single, but you're the first
Wow.
male that is single. And can you just, in your own words, before we go to the music and the other jokes, because this laughter will just give me before we finish the show. In your own words, a lot of things are going on right now among the young ones. This patience, this timing thing that you're saying, people still don't get it. They still don't, they want the fast, especially social media is making it seem as if it's so easy. They want the
Yeah.
fast way. You've gotten a lot of rejections, you had a lot of no's, but you kept pushing yourself and all that. And look at you today. And we've not even seen you on CNN Voices. We've not seen
I'll be
you, we're still going to see you on
on
those
Netflix.
yes, on Netflix. Those are the things we are aiming for worldwide. We want to see you
Yeah.
go to the Grammys. We want to see you go to BET and all that. So
Stars.
I
Yeah.
share with them that where is the place of faith? Where is the place of God? In all this hard work, in all this struggle, in all this perseverance, there must be a place of God. Please share with us.
For those who know that I'm a church boy, and
Yeah.
they know that my relationship with the church still remains, and that is the reason why I can perform at other shows. I still have pastors as my friends, because they know that I am in the world, but I am not of the world. You
Mm.
understand? I am somebody would my story is a typical example that there is God and God perform miracles and there is grace. Because if you look at my story from how I came from grass to grace, my flame into fame story is enough to let you know that God can do everything.
True.
You understand? So I don't even need to explain to you. If you want to say, if will God ever smile on me, look at the story of KennyBlaq, because it is you praying to God and say that, God, when it is my time, do not let me be dead. When it is my time, do not let me be faster than my shadow. You understand? So for your time to come, you need to have faith. Like me, I have faith. I believe that my time will come, but I didn't believe it was going to be this early. So I was I was just preparing. So you just need to have the time that, God, this time that I'm waiting for, let it be worth it. Let it be worth it. Just take a look at giveaway, for example. People are doing a lot of giveaways, and people want to build accounts on giveaway. Now imagine building an account, imagine building a social media account, building your own Instagram page, because you are feeding people with content. You have loyal people, and when you drop content, people will comment. But if you build your account on shortcuts, because once I give people money, people go and follow my account, go and follow this one for you to, you start seeing that when you drop content on your page, people do not reply. But when you say meet me by 7 o'clock for giveaway, people will come because you built your account on giveaway.
Based on
You
that.
understand? So you need to be able to know that. Look at Johnny Drew, for example. I keep using Johnny Drew as an example. Johnny Drew built a community.
I'm a big fan too. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he built a community, he built a fan base. He didn't, at a point, he didn't even need to go to shows. You understand? All he was doing was gathering family on social media. And when he did his first show, people came out. So you know how long Johnny Drill had been singing before he got to this limelight. So it is you kneeling down.
Music is so different. So
unique.
different.
You understand? So it is you kneeling down before God every morning and say, God, just like the way you did it for this person, remember me. I'm not trying to look at anybody's time to work. I believe that I have my own unique story to tell. So when it is my time, let it be worth it. So nobody fit do it for you past God. There was somebody that said, if you don't, it's either you have God or you have God. And God will lead you to somewhere you don't want to go to, but God will lead you to somewhere you least expect. You understand? So it is praying to God, hold God tight, because nobody fit do it. We have an industry whereby sometimes it is not by how talented you are, it is by the grace of God. There are so many people who do not know how to sing like Johnny Drew, but they are getting money and getting the connection. You understand? So it is not by how talented you are anymore. It is by the grace of God. And when God says it's your time, even if you cough, people will buy it.
True.
So that's just the way it is.
Thank you, KennyBlaq, and thank you. You've made me laugh. I've learned from you your words of wisdom. You know, I say it all the time that knowledge can come from anywhere. You know, learnings can come from anywhere. We keep learning every day and all that, and that's awesome. Thank you. But please, I don't usually do this, but I'm tempted. I want to do like you. I'm tempted to push my luck. Please, I need you to connect me to Johnny Drew. I need to bring him on this show. I'm a huge fan. As in, I am like this. I am a huge fan, very heavy fan. I love him so much. I love what he does.
Johnny is a very, very humble person, and I will try and speak to him. If his management,
if I get to speak with him, I know he would want to come. But that connection is where I am stuck.
Yeah, don't worry. What I would do is I will try and speak to him and speak to his management. If it's something that his management will love him to do, fine, no problem. He's a very down to earth guy.
Yes, I know. I follow him all the time. I don't miss his Mondays music.
Yeah,
I don't miss it. Thank you, Kenny. It's so awesome having you on the show. And like everybody's saying, yeah, you must sing. So before you sing, just share with us your most, what will I say, the happiest moment with family, with friends, and you know, something that you can never forget.
Okay, my happiest moment, I have a lot of them, but if there is one thing I will never forget in my life, is my first show at a hotel. People came to me and said, Kenny, you are too young to do a hotel. This was like 3 years ago or 4 years ago. The first Oxymoron. People said you are too young to do a hotel. Go and start at Muson. And I was always projecting this making a difference, making a difference. So I said to myself, how can I make a difference if I do it the same way everybody's doing it?
Doing
And
it.
I said, don't worry, I will do a quota. I don't care what it takes. I think I have what it takes. So I just have faith that I will do a quota. And I started pushing. And at the end of that show, a quota was filled up to the point that
Yeah.
people didn't see ticket to buy and they went back home. It was a moment for me that, because if I'd gone other way, I would have cried. You understand? One of the another big moment for me was in London. I was in London, and it was AY Life, my first AY Live in London, and Alibaba has performed. Agodai performed. Clean the Drunk performed. The senior Okebakasis performed, and they said I will perform last. Imagine putting all these people before me, and I like said, KennyBlaq, you're closing the show. I was worried. I didn't know. I was prepared, though, but I was worried that no London, they keep to time. Like when it is time, they will start going and stuff like that. And like, God, what's going to happen? And Alibaba and Okebakasi saw me and saw how tense I was. They were like, this guy is losing hope. He thinks people will not laugh because they don't know me. So at least that person way they know, they go wait one see. And Alibaba and Okebakasi and AY came on stage and called me. I said, Kenny, come. I said, you guys don't know this guy, but I'm proud to tell you that this is the new face of comedy in Nigeria. I will send you the video. I still have it saved on my phone.
Please
So
send it to me.
this is the new face of comedy in Nigeria. You guys relax, listen, and when it's done, I promise you, you will give him a standing ovation.
Oh.
That in charged my head. You see, I performed. People didn't give me standing ovation alone. They started spraying me pounds.
Oh
Like
no! Is it finished?
it was a wow moment for me. I cracked jokes. People were, and when I was done, I said, thank you very much. My name is KennyBlaq. The whole horse stood up. And I was like, I told you. I was like, I told you. I was like, it was a moment for me I will never forget in my life. Having mentors, people that I look up to, tell people to watch out for me. It shows that they believe so much in my craft and believe so much in what I do. That the final happiest moment for me was me doing a show in London. And I did not even start from the small places. I did a show at the O2, at the Indigo O2. And I became the youngest African to sell out the Indigo O2 as at when I did my show. Because they were surprised, like, who is this young guy coming to perform? Is it Justin Bieber? Is he Shawn Mendes? Who is he? And that was it for me. For family, I think all of the happiest moment was when I bought my dad a car with comedy money. Do you understand? So, so it gave me joy. And when I was able to say, Taiwo, you know what? Leave this school. Let's go to a private university. You understand? So those are happy moments for me. I can count many of them. When I was able to take some of my guys to the States to do comedy, when I was able to take some of my friends to London, to America, friends who's been there for me, who's been with me, and I hope to do more. So if I'm talking about great moments, I will not end, but it is something to
I'm
be
so
proud of.
happy I asked you that question because people don't know. So behind the scene, like you said, you only
Yeah.
see the giveaways, what you post. You choose not to post all this, is what you do behind. And these are things that whatever you do, family is key for me. And I know a lot
Yes.
of people, family is very key for them. And you can do all the glamour, but when you come
Yes.
back home, are they happy with you? Do they smile with you? Do they pray for you for the good
Yeah.
things that you're doing? And I pray that you will not miss it, Kenny, with the marriage.
Amen.
Not miss it because that's very critical for this point of your life. You need to keep going higher, and we don't want the
Amen.
wrong man to connect with you. Like there was,
Amen.
I remember in school, though, my husband used to laugh because my husband, we went to school together. My husband used to mock me. That was my 21st birthday. I remember the person that it was Bro Lincoln Olusegun. He prayed then for me and said, you will not miss it. The wrong man will not come. My husband used to tease me that as the wrong man come, those days before he so, but it was like a normal prayer, but it was a big deal. And I
Yeah.
pray the wrong woman will not even near you. You will not even
Amen.
see you.
God
Not
save
see
us from Karashikas.
the woman that has your purpose at heart that will fly with
Amen.
you because Kenny, we want to see you fly. You're already flying, but we
Amen.
want to I'm so happy that you came on the show. Thank you so much. Please round off with a beautiful song for us. People are waiting. They have been buzzing and saying they want to hear you.
Okay. I'll do two. This one is my quarantine experience, and I sang it for somebody. And it says, I had done 14 days at home until Buhari said start again. I'm all alone, wishing you were here, 'cause we only talk on the phone. I'm coming to get you when this is all over. Swallow my pride, this life is too short. I'll be at your door, down on one knees. I'll pop the question. I'll say, will you pay me cash or transfer? The money you owe me, owe me, owe me. You know yourself. Pay my money, oh, ni gbese. I go come tomorrow. Oh, you thought it was a girl, I mean, even me too.
I thought you were going to say, will you marry me was the end.
Then there's another guy. There's a guy called Zlatan. He does this. Would they let that? And he said to me one time at an event that because I used to pick on the Igbo people, and he said no Igbo person can sing a song. I said, well, have you tried Alaba people? He said nobody can sing Kapai Chumari Mari Chupaiko. Would they like that? I said try Igbo people. Then one guy Ibuka came to me and he said, if Zlatan can Kapai, we can Chupai the Mari Mari Chupaiko. And he started. He said, Kapai Chumari Mari Chupai, Kapai Chumari Mari Chupaiko, Kapai Chumari Mari Chupai, Chupaiko all the way. Machidire Kapai, my family Meri. Everywhere I go. Machidire ni Chupaiko. Any man or woman that don't want you to Zanku. Before the end of the day, I command them to Bese. Kapai Chumari Mari Chupai, Kapai Chumari Mari Chupaiko, Kapai Chumari Mari Chupai, Chupaiko all the way. And it's because Igbo people, when they're singing any song, there's always they create verse when there's no verse. Yes. My Jesus, you are worthy to be praised, Lord. My Jesus, you are worthy to be praised, Lord. Verse 1. You are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy, yeah. You are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy, yeah. You are what is your problem? So that's how the people do it, and that's how we go.
Oh, Kenny, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Myself together. I need to get myself together. Okay, I get yourself together. I need to get myself together. Oh God, you made me remember all those comedy shows. Thank you, KennyBlaq.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome, man.
This is awesome. This has been long. I love this art. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Please, everybody, give a round of applause to KennyBlaq. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's amazing to have you on the show. Thank you for honoring me. I always say how I get to meet my guests, and I tell you that I have always had Kenny in my mind for a very long time since I met him since he came to perform at Aluji when I was working there. I'm no more working with Aluji.
We'll move to greater things.
Yes, so amen. So I've had your name, and so when I saw that concert, I just said, let me try it. I've been trying to get someone to speak with you on my behalf, and I called and you picked, and I was like, oh no, oh yes, oh no.
People say that a lot. That wait, are you the one? How? Why? People say that was.
Yes, thank you. And you didn't stress me. You just told me do this and do this and follow up with me. Please remind me and all that. And I kept doing the reminders as much. Thank you, Kenny. I pray that God will sustaining you, keep making you fly, and all the things you want for Ijibo, it will happen for you. Everyone around you that's been supporting you, your family, your friends, all your loved ones, I pray that God will meet them at the point of it. For those supporting you, please. And I want to say this to Ali Baba, and to this man is awesome. Wherever he is, I pray that God will bless him and his family. He has helped a lot of young ones, and I pray that God will remember his children as well. Thank you, KennyBlaq. Everybody, please give him a shout out. Everybody say it's so original.
I love you guys, man. Thank you very much.
This is a special love message from my sister-in-law, Auntie BC. She likes you too much.
Hey, I like you too much, too. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Kenny. I will let you out of the studio so I can round up. I'll call you after the show And
no problem. We're good.
I'll keep praying for you. My heart prays for you. My heart is
Amen.
so.
My regards to your husband too. I saw him
Yes,
earlier. Good to see
yes.
you, boss. Thank you for helping me come through.
He's the engineer, he's the video man, he's the
I swear.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
the
you.
producer. Thank you, boss. All right, bye.
That's the fact. Please say Taiwo for us. We'll send our
sure, no problem. No problem. All right, bye.
Bye. Oh wow. Oh, Olaolu said I've never laughed this hard. Yes, I haven't on the show. Today is our 10th edition on the show. We've had 10 guests. 10 guests. 10. 1, 2, up to 10. Amazing. Thank you, Jesus. It's been awesome. With you guys online all the time. I give it up to you guys. Every time you keep connecting. Afolabi, Ronkie, my namesake. Oh, Ronkie is not in Nigeria. She connects all the way from abroad. Everyone that come online, thank you so much, guys. I'm grateful. I'm honored. God bless you guys. You can learn all the things KennyBlaq said. He had his own struggles. He had his own battles, but he kept going on because he believes that timing works. So be patient. Timing works. He said preparation is very key. He said you need to fail to get better. He even said that the Oxymoron for this year will not hold because like they're taught him, so they need to, re-strategize. Why they didn't win the award? They're coming back next year better. So what is that thing that you've been struggling with that you feel that you can improve on? You can. Just search your soul, search around you, think of things you can make it to be better, and keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going and keep waiting and trusting God for that timing. Everybody, we have our time. Like people say, our bus stop is different. And like we say on this show all the time, when you wake up to your dreams, is your morning. Anytime you wake up, whether you're 40, you're 50, you're 20, you're 90, that is your morning. It doesn't matter the age or whatever status you are in. Make sure that you fulfill the purpose, you connect to that purpose, you fulfill it, and you keep moving. God bless you guys so much. Please, for those that could not have not watched from the beginning, you can go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to upload it very soon on YouTube. Watch. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Comment as well. Like the videos. There are other videos there. We've got 10 amazing guests. 10 amazing guests. And today is the first day of July 2020. And it's been awesome being online with you guys. This is a dream for me. And it is also a dream that you're part of it with me. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. It's midweek. And I pray that you keep connecting to the source of our life, which is the Lord Jesus. And it will keep making life better for you. God bless you guys. Have a fantastic evening. Oh, please, shout out to Oremi Craft. Yes, she's giving out the amazing sleepers to everyone, to the winner of today's quiz. I'll be announcing after the show. Shout out to her. She makes amazing handmade craft, handbags, sleepers and shoes, lovely things. You need to go to her page and see beautiful things for yourself. She's a fantastic girl. She has been doing this for years and she has been very consistent. Almost all exhibitions, you're going to see Vera Akpan there. She's always there. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful evening. My name is once again Aderonke. Bye.